Our sun, it comes up every morning and it sets every evening. The sun is the Earth's only source of energy. The sun makes us feel good. We like playing in the sun. It creates warmth and it creates beauty. And we take the sun for granted. We take comfort in knowing that the sun will always be there for us. Have you ever wondered how the sun was formed, how big it really is, how hot it is, and how it works? In this video, we will try to find answers to these questions about the sun and more. Our story begins 4.5 billion years ago in a galaxy known as the Milky Way. A city of billions of stars held together by the massive gravity in its core. A galaxy so huge it takes light 100,000 years to travel from one edge to the other. We're moving into a spiral arm near the edge of the galaxy, into a cloud of dust and hydrogen gas. Here, a tug of war is taking place. Like smoke in the air, the cloud wants to dissipate, but gravity has other ideas. Gravity wins, and the dust and hydrogen is pulled together and begins to spin in a disk that will become a new star. Over millions of years, gravity pulls more and more gas towards the center. The disk grows massive and more dense. The hydrogen atoms crash together and temperatures rise. The disk gets hotter and denser until the core reaches 18 million degrees. Hydrogen atoms fuse together to form helium, and with the burst of nuclear energy, our sun is born. Our sun is a huge nuclear fusion engine. It is neither a solid nor a liquid, but a massive ball of superheated gas called plasma. In its core, temperatures reach 18 million degrees. Its surface temperature is 6,000 degrees, and its superheated plasma atmosphere, called the corona, reaches 3 million degrees. The sun is massive. 1 million Earths could fit inside the sun, and because of its tremendous mass, gravity on the sun is equally huge. Its ever-changing magnetic field is so strong it bends and twists the atmospheric plasma into beautiful dancing ribbons large enough to swallow the Earth. On the sun's surface, tornadoes larger than the Earth move charged particles of plasma over large distances. Violent eruptions on the sun's surface eject tons of charged plasma into space at speeds of million miles per hour. These coronal mass ejections slam into the Earth's magnetic field and have the potential to interrupt communications and take down our power grids. Sunspots dancing on the sun's surface indicate cooler areas where extreme disturbances are occurring under the sun's surface. They serve as predictors of solar flares to come. And while it's true that the sun is a violent place, the sun also serves as a nuclear furnace and the source of all energy for our entire solar system. Our sun is located in the center of our solar system. The sun is huge. It is so large that it contains 99% of all the mass in the entire solar system. Its strong gravitational field is strong enough to hold our 8 planets in their orbits around it. Without the sun's gravity, Newton's first law tells us that the planets would fly off into space. Let's take a look at the 8 planets, starting with those closest to the sun. Here we find the 4 inner planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. And then we find the huge gas planets: Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. There was a time when we had a ninth planet, Pluto. But in 2006, the scientific community decided that Pluto didn't meet the requirements for being a planet. Poor Pluto was demoted to a dwarf planet. Is there an easy way to remember the names of the planets and their orders? Yes. Just remember, my very eager mother just served us nachos. The first letter of each word matches the first letter of the names of each planet. All right, so just how big is the sun really? Well, we've already learned that the sun is really, really big. Its massive gravitational pull holds the planets in their orbits, and 1 million Earths would fit inside our sun. It would take 108 Earths laid side by side to equal the diameter of the sun. Okay, so the sun is really, really big, but how does it compare to the other objects in the universe? Let's do a comparison and find out. Let's start with something we know, the moon. Our moon is pretty big. But it is only 1/4 the diameter of the Earth. And compared to the giant gas planets, our Earth seems small. But when we start talking about stars, all of the planets are small in comparison. Our sun, on the other hand, is only a medium-sized star. Arcturus, a red giant. One day, our sun will swell up to become a red giant, swallowing up all of the inner planets, including Earth. But even these giant stars are small compared to the supergiants and the hypergiants. Our planet Earth is just a single speck of dust in the universe. And remember, even this biggest of stars is only one in the billions of stars that make up our galaxy, the Milky Way. And our galaxy is only one of 100 billion galaxies in our universe. How far away is the sun from the Earth? Well, it's a very long ways, but to be more precise, it's approximately 93 million miles between the Earth and the Sun. Let's look at it in terms of the speed of light. We know that light travels at approximately 186,000 miles per second. That's per second, not miles per hour like cars. Even at these tremendous speeds, it would take light 8.3 minutes to reach the Earth. So if the sun quit shining at this instance, it would be 8.3 minutes before the Earth became dark. Okay, let's look at this from another angle. Let's say you decide to drive your family to the sun, maybe for a nice picnic in its warmth. You load up the car and you take off driving at 100 miles per hour. And that's okay because once you get out of the Earth's atmosphere, there aren't too many speed limits. So the question is, how long will it take you to reach the sun? A day? A week? How about a month? Or maybe even a year? Nope, not even close. It would take you 106 years to reach the sun, and that's driving 24/7. You better take some extra Starbucks with you. All right, so let's recap what we've learned today. We learned that the Sun is located near the outer edge of the Milky Way galaxy. We learned that the Sun was created from dust and gas 4.5 billion years ago. We learned that the Sun produces energy through a process called nuclear fusion. We learned that the Sun provides all of the energy in our solar system. We learned that the Sun is at the middle of our solar system and all the planets revolve around it. We learned that the Sun's gravitational force is so great that it can keep the planets in their orbits. We learned the names of the 8 planets and the order in which they are located in the solar system. We learned that the Sun is huge, but when compared to other stars, it is only medium-sized. And we learned that distances in the solar system are enormous, and that it takes light from the Sun 8.3 minutes to reach Earth. I hope you've enjoyed this video and perhaps learned a little bit. If you have any questions, please talk to your teacher and get those cleared up before you move on. Have a great day, my friend. Keep learning.